What's up everybody, Jordan from Ginger Snap Disc Golf. Let's talk about the different angles of disc golf and how to throw them. There are three basic angles in disc golf. You have hyzer, flat, and then anhyzer. And it can get kind of confusing trying to figure out how to throw all those different shot shapes. So I'm hoping I can make it simple for y'all today with these two tips. Also, I want to see if you can figure out the second tip before I talk about it in a couple of minutes. Watch my form when I throw an example of all these angles, and then let me know what you think it is. The first tip is just body position. So a lot of times we think to shape all these different shots that we need to manipulate our wrist or our arm a certain way, but when you get into that, you're gonna start messing up your pull through. Anytime we think angles in disc golf, I want you to think body position. That's going to help you get the angle that you desire while also keeping your pull through smooth without an elbow dip or a wrist messing something up, anything like that. The first angle I wanna talk about is hyzer. So if I'm trying to throw hyzer, I'm going to position my body slightly bent at the hips. That way, when I coil and pull through, the disc is going to be at that hyzer angle. You can tell here that my body is bent a little bit at the hips in an athletic position. And when I coil and pull through, the disc is at that nice hyzer angle. I slowed this down some so you can notice the body position all the way through the throw. I stay in that hyzer position all the way through. So if you're trying to throw flat, your body needs to be in a more upright position, not as much bend at the hips, but you can have a little bit. And the same thing, you coil, and when you pull through, the disc is going to be at this flat angle. Same thing at flat, you can tell I'm a little bit more upright. So I coil, and when I pull through, the disc is gonna come through at a flat angle. So with throwing flat, you can tell that my position is much more upright than leaned over all the way through the throw. And this shot actually turned out really good, kind of a laser beam. For the anhyzer angle, you really need to be borderline leaning back a little bit. So instead of bending at your hips forward, you need to bend at your hips a little bit backwards. Not so uncomfortable that you're gonna hurt yourself, but just a little bit of bend. That way, when you coil and pull through, the disc is gonna be at that slight anhyzer angle. You can tell body position, it's the most upright, even a little bit leaned back. Coil, pull. And you're gonna see it's not much, it's not like a huge roller angle, but it does have a little bit of bend to it. For the anhyzer angle, I'm definitely upright, but even slightly leaned back, you can tell, just to ensure you get that little bit of angle on the disc to make it anhyzer. Tip number 2 is follow through. If your follow through does not match your body position, it does not matter that much, even if you position yourself in the proper angle. If your follow through does not match the angle that you're positioned for, you're not gonna have a clean release and you're probably not gonna get the angle you desire. What I mean is this: if I'm angled in a hyzer position, I pull through and then I try to throw flat, what's gonna happen is a nose up and then also an elbow dip. Loses all power or a lot of power. And then my wrist is gonna pop into this upward position, moving the disc in a nose up position. Not good. Notice how my body position, follow through, and the disc are all at the same angle. Same thing if I'm positioned flat, I try to throw hyzer, what's gonna happen is my elbow may not dip, but I'm still gonna have this very nose up release and probably have a little bit of a swoopy motion. So when it comes to angles and hitting the angle that you want to, follow through is just as important as body position. In this throw, my body position is anhyzer, but my follow through is flat, and you can see how it affects the angle and the flight of the disc. Hope this video helps. Just remember, anytime you're thinking about angles in disc golf, you want to think about your body position. That's going to help you get those angles the best. Remember that your follow through needs to match whatever your body position is and whatever angle that you're trying to achieve. I've got some exciting content coming up. I'm working with a few companies that are sending me out some discs to review for them. I'm super excited. That's probably my favorite part of YouTube so far. And then also interacting with y'all through the comments. I really do enjoy that. It's super fun. I still have a video up of where if I couldn't shoot like 1,000 rated round, I do a giveaway, and I give away a disc. That's still up, and it's gonna be up for another week and a half. So if you wanna go participate in that, go check out that video on the channel. As always, stay snappy. Love y'all.